Well, hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Life of a Bourbon Girl. I'm Kristin.
I'm Hannah.
And today we're actually going to be taking a tour of our personal bourbon collections. So right now we're standing in front of Hannah's collection, which we're going to get to here in just a minute. But we just wanted to share these with you because we thought it would be really encouraging for you to be able to see what are the things that we have, what are some of the stories behind some of the bottles we have, what makes us choose a certain bottle, things like that, as just, an opportunity to encourage you as you build your own collection.
Yep.
And as we do that, we're going to be drinking some of our favorites. So right now we have one of Hannah's bottles. Hannah, what are we drinking today?
Today we're drinking Eagle Rare 10-year.
Okay, tell me more.
So this bottle was actually gifted to me.
Okay.
So it's not one that I had owned. It was my first bottle gifted to me in my collection, which was so exciting. So my best friend's husband is also a bourbon drinker.
Yeah.
And so for my birthday, she was like, what should I get for Hannah? And he was like, wait, I have a perfect idea for you. So she contributed one of her ideas, and then he contributed the bottle. And I was like, that's so kind.
You're like, I feel so known.
Yeah, it was really sweet.
I love that. So have you drank this before?
Not a lot.
Okay.
So actually today is the first day that it's been opened.
Okay, well we have to cheers to that. Let's try it.
Cheers.
I love it.
Such a classic flavor.
It really is. I feel like Eagle Rare has such a consistency to it.
Yes.
Like, it's not too high of a proof.
Yep.
Right? And it's just got that good, like, it's got good mouthfeel. It doesn't leave me making that face I always make when it's, like, slimy or whatever. Like, it's just got good consistency.
Yeah.
I feel like no matter what version of them I have.
Yeah, and it's 90 proof. So it's not overly hot.
Yeah.
It's just an easy drinker, and it's one of those that I've been trying to open for a while now.
Well, today was the excuse.
I know. I've had people over several times. I'm like, oh, do you want to try Eagle Rare? And they're all like, no. And I'm like, okay. So today is my first excuse to be able to actually open it. So now that it's open, hopefully people will want to try it a little bit more.
Do you think people do that because they see it? Like, Eagle Rare is sometimes more easily accessible as a brand overall, especially for us in Michigan.
Yeah.
Do you think that sometimes people see it and therefore they're like, no, I'm going to go for the thing that I don't see very often? Or, like, what do you think it is of why they don't want to try it?
Well, I think it truly was just because it was unopened.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
You know how, like, if you bring a side dish to, like, a potluck or whatever, and no one touches it because you never opened it?
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
that's fair.
I very much feel like that's how it's been.
Yeah, and you're like, it's open now.
I know.
Let's go.
Like, you can absolutely drink it. It's not like... When I first got gifted it, I think I didn't open it for a long time because it was, at that time, harder to find.
Yeah.
It was a little bit more expensive, but now, like, it's a little bit more available in Michigan. It's not crazy expensive.
Right.
So it's like, oh, like, yeah, you can have some of my Eagle Rare. Like, that's totally fine. So
I have a couple bottles like that at home where I'm like, I just don't want to open it because I can't find it anywhere, which we'll talk about later when we go to my cabinet.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, well, let's look at your collection here. You've got a lot of good stuff. Not a ton. Like, you don't have an overwhelming collection by any means, but you've got really good variety.
Yeah.
So walk us through some of the bottles you have, some of your favorites.
Yeah.
What do you got?
So Jack Daniel's, I feel like, have to give a shout out.
True.
Because they were the ones who got me into drinking bourbon in the first place.
Love it.
Detroit City, I actually have 3 different bottles of.
So tell me, Detroit City. Walk me through what you have from Detroit City.
So we have this one is a bourbon whiskey, which is a finish in peach brandy barrels.
Ooh, okay.
So it is very peach forward. It's very good. I think if you don't like peach or you don't like peach flavored things, you will not enjoy it.
Okay.
But I think overall it's a really fun one to have. I also have this one, which is another straight bourbon whiskey, and it's finished in maple syrup barrels.
Oh.
This one is delicious.
Interesting.
It is very sweet. It's just an easy, smooth drinker. This one I often will recommend to people who don't really drink a lot. Like, it's easy to drink, and it does taste good.
It's not hard on your taste buds.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
And then the other one that I have is a very
I'm gonna roll my eyes at this one, everybody.
A lot of people don't like it. I have had everyone that I know try it. People who drink bourbon, people who don't, and it has gotten very mixed reviews. I personally love it, but I also really like spicy things.
And some of us do not.
But this is a straight bourbon whiskey finished in honey and red pepper flake barrels.
AKA
so it's a hot
honey.
I love it. My best friend who also drinks bourbon also loves it.
Yeah. To each their own. To each their own. No judgment.
But like a couple of our friends have also tried it. They hate it. Our producer hates it. Kristen hates it. It's fine. More for me.
Exactly. You don't have to share that one. You can keep that one all to yourself.
Yep. Normally I will have a like straight bourbon within my collection from Detroit City. I think that they're one of my favorites. It's a cheaper bottle.
Yeah. It's local.
Yes, exactly.
Come on.
So
represent.
I love it. I feel like some people don't really like Detroit City. It's not an overly old distillery at this point, so a lot of their bourbons are very young.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, hit or miss on whether or not people who actually drink bourbon like bourbon.
Yeah.
So
that's fair.
I do have Maker's Mark.
Classic.
It's easy.
How could you not?
Yeah. Same with Jack Daniels.
You can find it everywhere.
It's easy to have. It's a good mixer to have.
Yeah. 100%.
So I do have that with me. I do have one of the Bardstown bottles. This was one of their single barrel selects. And they partnered with All Worthy of Love.
Wait, we know them.
Yeah.
How fun is that?
So if you don't know, All Worthy of Love is a organization that helps with sex trafficking, and it saves girls from that life. So it's great. It was a great cause. My dad bought a bunch of bottles for it, and he gifted it to all of us for Christmas one year.
I love that.
It's a good one. It's one that I will pull every once in a while. It's not like, because it's a special edition. Like, it's not really one that I'm going to everyday drink.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For sure.
I do have Angel's Envy. I feel like I've talked about Angel's Envy kind of a lot, because it's an easy go-to. It's a cheap bottle. Yeah. It's a really good bottle to introduce to new bourbon drinkers. Yep. So I do really enjoy this one. Yeah. Quite a lot.
That's a good one to keep on hand.
Of course, chicken cock.
Of course.
We've talked about chicken cock quite a bit. And that has been a full episode at this point.
It has.
It's exciting.
We love it. We love to see it. Is that a Flatboat or Chattanooga? What's that funky looking bottle? Oh, neither.
No, this is a Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's?
This is one that you can only find in Louisville.
Interesting. I did not know that Trader Joe's was into the bourbon or whiskey making business. Yeah.
It's 125 proof. I actually
Trader Joe's. Come on.
I really don't like it.
Okay, well we'll talk about that another time then.
So that one it's just very hot. I've put ice in it. I've put water in it. It really, to me, doesn't make it any better. So it's a cheap bottle that you can only get in Louisville. Yeah. Worth a shot, but I don't love it.
You're not going after it ever again.
No.
I love it.
I do have Fighting Cock. This was a cheap bottle found at one of the distilleries in Kentucky. But I thought, oh my gosh, I love chicken cock. Like, I'm going to get Fighting Cock too. It was literally $20.
Nice.
To me, this one is absolutely one that I serve to most newbie drinkers because, again, it's a really cheap bottle. Yeah. It's a really smooth drinker.
Yeah. Easy to find?
In Michigan, though? So,
producer says yes, must be yes.
Easy to find in Michigan, I guess. Henry McKenna.
Of course, we've had Henry McKenna before.
Talked about it. We love it.
Talked about it. We do.
This one is easily one that I go for.
Yeah.
On the regular because it's so
on
good.
The reg. We love to see it. We love to see it.
I have 2 bottles of Penelope.
Yeah, you do.
One from just like a regular Penelope toasted. This one is a barrel select that Kristen found for me.
Guilty.
She did a lot of bourbon hunting recently, and so she found this one and she was like, Hannah, do you want this one? And I said, yes, absolutely. Yes, please. So this one I'm very excited to open and try. I have not yet. So
well, you've got a nice bottle of Penelope open here.
I know.
We love that.
Brothers Bond.
You know what I think about when I think about Brothers Bond?
No, I don't.
You know the guys who created Brothers Bond?
Yes.
Oh, I think
Vampire
about
Diaries.
it as Vampire Diaries.
So that's actually why I bought it.
Really?
One of my best friends who does not drink bourbon, she loves Vampire Diaries. She rewatches it probably 2 to 3 times a year.
Okay.
And so she was like, Hannah, if you drink bourbon, can you please buy this bourbon and try it? I was like, yeah, sure. It's a $40 bottle.
Yeah, so not too bad.
Not too bad.
No.
Does not taste like it's worth $40, I'm going to say.
Oh, okay. No hate to the 2 lead main characters and actors in the Vampire Diaries. It's
no, absolutely not.
But we don't like your bourbon.
It's not that I don't like it. I just
fair.
don't think it's worth $40.
Would you put it in the $20 category?
20 to 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
But worth it to have it on my shelf.
Yeah.
I would still love to go to one of their events. I know that they also have single barrels. And so some other picks. I think they have a rye too. So I think I would like to try more of their brand, and maybe it's just the straight bourbon that I don't like.
You don't like.
So we'll see.
That's fair. And fun to know like the people behind it.
Exactly.
Right? Like sometimes like unless you're like digging into history, you're like I don't know the people behind these things.
Yeah.
But when that is so clearly marketed like from them, from from their personalities and stuff like that. Anyway.
Yeah. I have an Elijah Craig toasted barrel. I think we've talked about Elijah Craig, maybe not this barrel specifically, but the toasted barrel is one of my all-time favorites. I tried it for the first time in Kentucky.
Okay.
As part of like a tasting selection. I was like, man, this one's really good.
I like this.
So I've had this one pretty much constantly in my collection since then. If you can't notice, I have a theme of toasted.
Just a little bit. Just a little consistency here.
But Elijah Craig is a great brand to reach for on the shelves. They're very consistent in their flavoring.
Yeah.
So you kind of know what you're getting into when you're drinking Elijah Craig.
Yeah, for sure. They're consistent. I love that.
Knob Creek, our favorite controversial bottle.
Favorite. Do I like it? Do I not like it?
The first episode that we tried it in, I did not like it because it was a blind tasting, and I was like, this is disgusting. I have since tried it, and I didn't mind it. So I really think it's just going to depend on the day that I'm drinking it, what my palate is.
Exactly. What did you eat? What did we drink before that? All of those things play a big factor into that for sure.
Exactly. I do have, courtesy of our producer, actually.
Yeah,
I do have my own bottle of Blanton's. Let me just
you do. Oh,
take this
so
out.
Pretty. What letter did you get?
N.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We love that.
So I did already open this one because Blanton's is one of my favorites.
How could you not?
So this was my Christmas Eve pour this year. I drank it for.
Love to see it.
Or I'm sorry, New Year's Eve pour.
New Year's Eve.
E.H. Taylor. This one's a special bottle. Yeah. This one's a fun bottle.
Tell me why.
This was my first go to the distillery.
Okay.
And wait in line and then you get it. It is a single barrel or a small batch.
Yeah.
And so it was a good experience. It was fun. So I do feel like this one's really special to me because of that.
Yeah. Have you opened it yet?
No.
Okay.
So this one's not even one that I will offer to people. Unless you're a bourbon drinker.
Yeah. Fair.
This one has not been opened yet, so we'll see.
So any of you newbies, sorry, you're not getting that one.
Yeah. And then this one, easy to find, very special to me.
Okay.
Well, I guess not easy to find, but very special to me, so it also has not been opened. This is the Jack Daniel's McLaren.
Of course. Of course you had to bring racing into this.
I love F1. I'm a big F1 fan. I'm actually a Ferrari fan. But I do really appreciate McLaren. I love that they won the championship this past year. Yeah. I love Lando as a driver. I love Oscar. So this one, my brother found, and he was like, hey, Hannah, I found it. I know you've been looking for it. I was like, please, yes.
Let me have it, please.
So he was able to find this and gift it to me. He's like, my Meyer has a ton. I was like, I have not been able to find it on the shelves anywhere here.
I love that.
So I was very excited to get this. This is a 2024 edition. So
I love that. How fun.
Yeah.
You've got such a great collection.
And then I have a few other random bottles here. Screwball, we're not going to talk about that one.
No. Watch the previous episode if you're curious.
I do have, this one is a Scotch whiskey.
Oh, okay.
My friend brought it for me, and she was like, "This one's one of my favorites," and I was like, "Interesting. Okay, I had never had a Scotch whiskey before." I did try it. I did really enjoy it.
Okay.
It wasn't that bad. It's
I'm not normally a
not.
Scotch fan at all.
Yeah, it's not one that I would reach to normally. Probably is not one that I would buy another bottle of, but it was worth a shot, and it'll be good for a future episode. So
yeah, one day we'll branch into Scotch.
This one, hopefully we'll get to in a future episode also.
Yeah, the look of this is fascinating.
It's not a glass bottle. It's a, what is this like container even called?
It's like a tin can, like a gasoline tin can.
Kind of, yeah. This is,
it's got that old schooly vibe to it.
Yes. This is a bourbon whiskey, so it's probably just a whiskey, and it's mellowed in coffee beans.
Oh.
So I think, yeah, it could have a really unique flavor to it.
A really rich flavor.
But it was really cheap and it had a cool container. So I said, I'm buying it.
I love that.
And then my other last special bottle is Ironfish Distillery in Northern Michigan. Mm-hmm. We took my dad for his birthday to a create your own tasting experience.
Yeah.
So we got to like do our own mixings and we got to bottle, what we liked. And so this one I have not opened. I probably won't open until a special event. So
yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
there's so much good there, right? Like I love like the story, the sentiment, the fun stuff.
Yeah.
So of all of these, we've kind of talked about like what your regular drinkers are, like what you'll go to, what you won't go to. So when you're looking for like a new bottle, right?
Yeah.
Or somebody's recommending something for you. What is it that you're looking for? I know we joked in the first episode, like the Penelope bottle, like it was pretty. So we tried it because it was pretty.
Truly.
Right. What are those things that when you're thinking about trying a new bourbon, what's on the top of your mind?
Truthfully, I like to try it at someone else's house before I try to buy it. Just because I do feel like it is so expensive. And it is truly hit or miss on whether or not you yourself are going to like that bottle.
That's true.
So thankfully, between all of our friends.
Yeah, shout out to our friends who let us drink their bourbon. We love you.
We do get to try a lot of bottles. So I oftentimes will go for bottles that I have tried.
Yeah.
And know that I like. And I'm like, okay, this one I would like to have in my collection kind of thing.
That's good.
So I don't feel like I have a very large collection because I haven't tried very many bottles that I'm like, yes, I want this. Like all of the ones that I've wanted are in my collection now.
Yeah, which is great.
So
you've been able to find everything that you've wanted so far.
Exactly.
And I've only slightly scratched the surface of that for myself. So.
I can't wait to get to Kristin's collection. She has some new bottles in there.
I do. I love it. So if someone asked you for advice about building their bourbon collection, what would you tell them?
Either buy the bottles of things that you have already tried and you know for sure you like. Mm-hmm. It may be a starting base of 3 bottles.
Yeah.
That is a good start.
Yep.
I think also looking for bottles that you're willing to spend that money on.
Yep.
So if your budget is, hey, I'm going to buy 3 new bottles of $50 or under, go for it.
Yeah.
Set your limits to try and see what you even would want.
Yeah.
And then kind of keep going from there.
Yeah.
So
you said everything you've tried, you've like that you consistently liked, you have in your collection. Are there any bottles out there that like you've tried, but they're like the dream to be in your collection?
So many.
So many.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Oh yeah. The Penelope Havana.
The Havana, yeah, you've talked about that a lot.
Yeah. So my dad got that bottle. One of my brother's friends was able to get it.
Yeah.
And he was like, this is the best one ever. And we tried it. It truly was. So that one I feel like I'm always on the hunt for, but it's a very, very hard bottle to find. Yeah. Probably won't ever find it. So I do feel like that is a dream goal bottle for me.
That's good.
So
that's good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Is there anything else you want to share about your collection?
I think one last thing, and
Please.
I think we'll talk about this hopefully a long time in the future because it's just starting to build. But I have started my own infinity bottle.
What is that? I love that.
So my grandma found this bottle from an estate sale and she was like, Hannah, I feel like you'd like this. And I was like, yes. So this
I do actually.
This is a wine decanter bottle. So it's just to pour and display wine during a dinner or whatever. But I am using it for my own infinity bottle, which is where you take little bits of the remainder of a bottle and you pour it all together and you see how that flavor comes out.
Interesting. Yeah. Are you going to keep track of what bottles you put in there?
Yes. So right now I only have a little bit of regular Jack Daniels, and then a Jack Daniels bonded in there. So I will continue to keep track of all the ones that I pour in there. But good. It's going to grow and build as we continue doing the podcast.
I love that. Well, we'll definitely share it with the friends at home. Yeah. How that tastes when the day comes. Yeah. Because I can't wait to try that. I don't think I've ever experienced that before. So.
They're kind of weird. They don't always turn out good.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
You know what? Maybe it'll be a great mixer.
Or it'll be just pour it down the drain kind of thing.
Maybe. All right. Well, stay tuned as we time warp over to my house.
Bye.
Bye.
And just like that, we time traveled to a whole new place and we switched sides.
Gosh. Look at what time travel does to us.
Really thrown for time warp.
Yes. You guys probably don't feel it as much as we do, but woof, that was a doozy.
All right, Kristin.
We're here at my home in front of my bourbon cabinet. I'm so excited to have you guys here. One of the things, like we shared earlier, that we're doing as we're standing here is we're drinking some of our favorites. So today, Hannah and I are enjoying a bottle of Stag from Warehouse 25B specifically, which we'll talk about in a minute. But cheers to my collection.
I've never had this before.
I'm excited to see your face.
That is hot.
I told you.
Hot.
I warned you. The producer says it's great. So Stag is one of my favorites in my collection, and it hasn't been in my collection for very long. Mm-hmm. So I had a friend introduce it to me a couple years ago, and they were talking about it, and they're like, oh, I really want to find a bottle. So as I was traveling, I found one bottle of Stag in like 2 or 3 years. Yeah. Now I hadn't gone to Kentucky that many times, and Stag's only made so many, once, I think it's like once a year or something crazy like that. So hard to find. And I found it in a bundle with like a bottle of wine and chocolate and, stuff like that. Sometimes liquor stores. I learned this, especially this last Christmas with my bourbon, hunting and all of that. That people these stores will bundle their store picks that aren't moving with these more expensive bottles that people want because they want to be able to move their store picks.
Ooh, that's really interesting.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I don't remember specifically if that was the case with this, that they were like trying to move that bottle of wine. Mm-hmm. But I was looking for it and I was like, okay, I found it. I have to get it for my friend because they're the ones who told me about it. So I got it as a birthday gift for them. And I've been wanting it ever since.
Nice.
And I've just not been able to find it anywhere. Like every time my friends go to Kentucky, I'm like, hey, keep an eye out. So this past Christmas, some of my bourbon friends texted and they said, hey, this store has Stag. And I said, I'm getting in the car right now. Like, I kid you not. Like, I immediately got in the car.
She took me with her for one of them.
I did. That wasn't even for the Stag. That was for the Blanton's Gold, which was a whole other story.
We did a lot this Christmas season.
We did. So I went and I picked that one up. I think it might have been like the only one they had left too. And so I was super pumped. I was like, finally, I found a bottle. A couple days later, a store that's just a little further away posted that they had Stag. And I was like, oh my gosh, should I do this? I don't know if I should do this. No,
she was
I'll
texting
wait.
me. Existential crisis.
What should I do? Should I spend more money right now? So anyway, then I was traveling the other day and I was out on the other side of town, which I'm not normally in. And there's a store that I follow on Instagram and they had posted that they had a bottle. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I have to stop. I just have to like stop in and see because, and I'll try to pull the bottle so you can see it. Along the bottom, it'll tell you like right here, like where it says 25B, like this is 25B is its own batch. Oh. Versus like 25C. Like if you were to taste 25C right now compared to 25B, it tastes completely different.
Is it is it just a different barrel? Like, is that how they track like their barrels and what they're pulling from them?
That's a great question, and I don't know all the details, but I think that's how they track their warehouses. Like 25, I could be wrong. We'll put a disclaimer if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure it's how they track their warehouses. So like all of 25B came from the 25B warehouse versus 25C.
Okay.
And I actually did this with a friend the other day because we found a 25A, and so we tried A and C comparatively. Very different. Very like we did like our own version of like a blind tasting, like what we would do, and we tested them both just to see like. And we got really nervous because they really wanted A and I really wanted, or actually it didn't really matter. I didn't care which one I got, but they really liked A and they were like, oh my gosh, what if she likes A? And it was fine. I liked C. But C to me did not taste anything like original Stag. But anyway, that's why we're drinking it today. It is very hot. It's 125 or 26 proof. So it's got a little bit of kick to it. If you're like Hannah, you can add a piece of ice to it. I have a whole ice maker. If you feel the need, you're welcome to do that. Stag is not a mixer. Let me just be clear about that.
It's way too expensive.
This is a way too expensive mixer. I will share it with my friends who like bourbon. And as you go along on your bourbon journey, once you're there, I'll share it with you too.
I will say though, like it's very hot initially, but it doesn't stay overly hot. It becomes very sweet on the tongue, which is very nice. It's not like a syrupy texture at all, which is really good. So overall, I mean, this one's very good. I really like this.
Yeah. So you can see why.
Now I'm going to have her hunt for me.
Listen, if you see it, let me know. So Stag's in here, and then obviously I've got a little bit of a
She has
variety.
a really cool collection.
I have a variety of a collection. You guys heard me talk about originally about my Blanton's collection and collecting letters. Once again, shout out to my friend Caleb. I now have all the letters, and I will not need to buy Blanton's for a very long time. So I have all the letters plus a few, and so one day we'll have a different cabinet and we'll display them all out in order.
And Blanton's is your favorite.
Blanton's is my favorite. Like it is, I feel like it's always consistent. It's not too high proof, right? Like Stag is, I cannot drink this every day. It's hot. Like Blanton's is not so hot that I am like I'm gonna ruin my taste buds or, anything like that. So I really like Blanton's because of that. And I feel like they're always consistent.
Yeah.
But I also discovered maybe my second favorite. This, again, going back to this past season of bourbon hunting.
Yeah.
You talked about your E.H. Taylor small batch.
Oh.
I was graced to
this
find
is the barrel proof. Yeah.
It is so good. So the small batch I have, I'm just going to move this little Buffalo Trace one over here. The small batch that I have, similar to your story, that was Buffalo Trace was the first distillery I ever visited.
Okay.
And for Christmas one year, my parents got me that small batch and this bottle of Weller Special Reserve as a Christmas present because they knew that I was starting to like bourbon. And so I haven't yet opened that one
we
yet.
We need to have an E.H. Taylor party.
We need to have an opening party. But I've tried it because I've tried it small batch is a little different. But so I know one of the first couple of small batches I tried, I didn't love. And so I've been a little nervous to open it because I'm like, what if I don't like it? But then again, in this bourbon hunting this past Christmas season, there was this barrel proof and it's so good.
Yeah.
Like it's so good. I immediately opened it as soon as I get home. I didn't even wait.
What's the proof on it?
This one is, that's a great question.
Does it even say on the outside?
It probably doesn't. Here, hold my mic.
Holding.
You can keep talking about that.
Do, 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 do.
Can't open that with one hand, unfortunately. Oh, it's 127.
Oh, that's almost the same as a Stag then.
Yeah. It doesn't taste like it though. Like the hotness of the Stag that we're drinking, like this does not I don't feel that. Like it feels so smooth to me.
Okay.
So this might be my second favorite, which means I need to savor it because I'm probably not going to find this again for a while.
So that's one she's also not sharing with anyone.
Yes. Sorry. The same friend that I was hunting with this past season did get one, so I can always beg them to share if I run out.
Perfect.
But we're going to go minimal on that one. So I'm a big fan. You guys hear me talk about Buffalo Trace all the time. I love them. I love their history.
Mm-hmm.
I love their products. So all the Blantons, a couple E.H. Taylors, obviously some general Buffalo Trace. Stag actually has roots with Buffalo Trace as well, which, again, if you're a history nerd and all of those things, like there's so much rich history within Buffalo Trace and E.H. Taylor and Stag and all these wonderful people along, you know, the general whiskey and bourbon journey who have brought those things to be. So be sure to look into that.
Yeah.
Because it's so much more than I could even possibly talk to you about today. But some of my other, not necessarily like my favorite bourbons, but some of my favorite stories with some of these bottles. So I think it was this past May, my mom and I went to Kentucky and we got to visit a couple distilleries while we were there. And my mom does not like bourbon, but she graciously went with me to a couple different places. And we went to this little distillery called Limestone. And
Ew.
they have roots of Yellowstone there.
Really?
So we went, and their distillery was pretty small. Like it wasn't like Buffalo Trace is like massive. Like Limestone is not that big. They had a cute little cat named Corky. I just loved that. It made me so happy. But getting to go to their shop, one of the favorite, and I haven't even opened this yet. I got a bottle that's signed by their master distiller. Like
Whoa,
it was
that's really cool.
It was like out on the shelf, and I was like, give me that right now.
Wow.
So I love that. I love like just the memory of that, right?
Yeah.
Like of going with my mom and that experience, the specialness of that. So that's one of my favorites. This Bluegrass Distillers, which is outside of Lexington, this truly is such a delicious bottle. It was gifted to me by some friends who went there and visited, and I was like, bring me back something good.
It's a toasted.
It's
so
toasted.
I'll
yes.
like it.
It's toasted oak. It's 100 proof. It's so delicious. So highly recommend Bluegrass Distillers if you're in the general Lexington area.
Okay.
You guys know I talk about my spicy Diet Cokes all the time.
Yes.
Wild Turkey 101 Rye.
Love it.
That is my mixer of choice for spicy Diet Cokes. You can put other whiskeys or bourbons in there. That is my one of choice. Obviously, I have your Penelope toasted over here.
I didn't know that you got one.
I did.
Is this the special barrel one or
no? That's just
the regular.
I just got the regular one. Yep.
Love that.
And then there's one more in here that I just.
Do you also have the Allworthy? Oh no,
no, this is just their house pour. I did go to Bardstown and it was their single barrel there at the time.
The white label is very good. Like the Bardstown white label is very, very good.
It's so good.
So.
Okay, there's two more that I just want to call out. One, I love country music. I know how you feel about it. It's not your favorite. But if you know me, you really know that I like Alan Jackson. He's one of my favorites, and he has a whiskey called Silver Belly.
We both have famous people whiskeys?
We do. We do. So, and they were named after his like songs and albums and stuff like that. Wow. So I have this one, which was the original, and then he had like this silver version come out as well. So a little Alan Jackson out there. And then this is one that like I will take a long time to drink, not because it was expensive, but because it was such a sweet like gesture. So again, my mom doesn't drink, my dad doesn't really drink bourbon either. He's not a big fan. And he went to Louisville a couple years ago with some of my friends, and he likes to call them his friends, but he went with some of my friends who happen to love bourbon, and they're like, well, if we're here, we should do different things. And they went and they did like their own tasting and their own like making their own mix of different things at this distillery. And so I have my own like literally named after me, Cafe Smoky,
cute.
And he called it American Chapel Brew. And I think there's like something cherry and apple, or he sent me the mixture at one point in time.
Yeah.
But there's no other bottle like this one. Like there's nothing else that exists exactly like this one. And so it was really sweet because I was a little salty at them for going on a trip without me, and they're like, it's
and
a
they brought
boys
back
trip,
a special bottle.
and then I think that was my dad's way of saying like, we love you. So I don't drink that very often, just because I'm like, it has my name on it. Like I'm never gonna get that exact same thing again. And
yeah. Kristen did share that with Rachel and I on one of our very first times, like hanging out, like prepping for this podcast to say, do we want to do this? Are we looking like, and also just trying different bourbons together to see like what each other's palates were. And it was such a fun time. So that was really very special to like try on our first time hanging out together.
Yeah. So anyway, that I feel like there's a lot more that I could talk about here.
What's like, besides Blanton's, what's your like comfort one?
Yeah, well, normally a spicy Diet Coke is my comfort. to be honest, I mean, you guys, I'm wearing an I Love Diet Coke sweatshirt right now. Like, you really can't deny that Diet Coke is part of my personality.
True.
So I feel like Wild Turkey 101 or Wild Turkey 101 Rye, I buy consistently, more than anything else. And it honestly depends on my mood. Like. For New Year's this year, I poured myself a glass of Stag because I was like, I want the expensive stuff to ring in the new year, right? Like, I want to enjoy it. So yeah, it kind of depends, but Wild Turkey is up there for sure. I did, especially after our first episode, I went and bought a bottle of Larceny because I really like Larceny now too. Yeah. Like, it just hits. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you why, but it hits. But yeah, probably Wild Turkey, honestly, is the most consistent.
Yeah, that makes sense. Is there any one bottle, and this is my final question, is there any one bottle that's going to sit on your shelves because you're like, I just don't love it, but like, you know, it's just here?
Yeah. So this is what I've learned about myself. Sometimes I have to try stuff twice.
Yeah.
So there's a couple in here that I've tried, and I'm like, I'm not so sure about this.
Like, and my Knob Creek.
Exactly. Or I was convinced to buy it because somebody else was like, oh, this is really good. You'll really enjoy it.
Yeah.
So right now, currently, that bottle for me is this old Fitzgerald. Why is that so hard to say? Which is only 7 years old. Like, it's not like a super old bourbon. But I tried it the other day and I was like, I don't think I like this. And the friend who recommended it to me was shocked. They were like, you don't like that? And I was like, no, I really don't. And so I feel like I need to give it another try eventually.
Yeah.
I also probably need to give my small batch each Taylor a try because again, I just have these memories of like those certain things where I was like, I did not like that thing and stuff like that. But that one's probably going to sit there a little while.
That's fair.
Until I decide to try it again.
Well, we hope that you guys have loved our personal collection tours. I know that this was such a fun episode for us to do and share with you all what, you know, we love and what we drink on a regular basis. So hopefully you get some great recommendations on things to try. Yeah. And, you know, continue trying new things. And if you like it, you like it.
And if you don't, you don't.
Thanks, everyone.
Until next time.
Bye.